Handicapping the Kentucky Derby actually starts on January 1st of this year. You watched all the prep races with us on TVG. You have all the information. Now it's time for you and for us to make our picks. Who wins the Kentucky Derby? Caleb Keller.
Well, like I always say, nobody wants to go into the biggest race of the year and pick the favorite, but I think that just looking at it from a fan's angle, I'm really excited. I think we might be on the cusp of a very special performance. If California Chrome can get the Barbaro or Big Brown stalking trip there on the outside, I don't see anybody beating him.
Well, and Art Sherman told us that earlier in the show. He just wants the trip, and if he gets the trip, he thinks this horse is going to turn another special performance. Do you think California Chrome wins the Kentucky Derby?
I wholeheartedly agree. Look, this is just a flat out the best horse coming into this race. He simply has run better numbers. He's looked good out on the West Coast, and he's simply the best horse on past performances. Barring an unforeseen incident or traffic trouble, he's definitely the horse to beat.
And how about that? He comes from the last crop of 2-year-olds to run at Betfair Hollywood Park, and then he goes on to win the last stakes race ever run at Betfair Hollywood Park. How about that if they end up producing the winner of the Kentucky Derby? They will. I like California Chrome too. Okay, if you don't want to take a shortish price to win on California Chrome, who can we hook up with him as a long shot?
Well, like I was saying, not really a long shot, but to me, the forgotten horse is Samurai. I feel like there's been one New York bred to win the Kentucky Derby. It was Funny Side. Ironically, he was coming off a second place effort behind Empire Maker, so nobody was really on that bandwagon. 15-1 on the morning line. I think he might float up a little bit. He's a hard trier. He's not really flashy in the morning, but I think the Samurai is going to be the most undervalued horse in the race.
Well, I didn't see that long shot coming. Are you going to surprise us?
I'm going to go with Dance with Fate. Yes, many people think he's a turf horse or a synthetic horse, but I think he'll handle the fast track here at Churchill Downs. He's not a big individual. If it was deep, sandy, and tiring, I'd worry about him. He's going to be tight and fast. He'll skip over it. And remember, he beat California Chrome as a 2-year-old. I think he's the long shot. I posed Todd Pletcher a question. If he had the ability to train any other horse outside of his 4, he said Medal Count would be the long shot he would like. And I know that was an interesting answer.
Yeah, and the fact that he didn't dance around it, he had that answer right away. I always think the Kentucky Derby and handicapping, it starts when the 2-year-olds start running the previous year. Remember when everyone was talking about Ride on Curlin? Have you seen this horse? What a brilliant 2-year-old. And he's a horse who's going to love Churchill Downs. He'll be great as a 3-year-old. Okay, he didn't pan out the way everyone thought, but he's in the race, and he's a big long shot. Not saying he can win, not even saying he can be second, but he can be 3rd or 4th in those exotics that you might be playing, the trifecta, superfecta, whatever your choice is, get down at TVG.com. We've got all the latest information here on TVG for the 140th Kentucky Derby, and you can play it all at TVG.com.
All right, my friend, it's time to talk picks. We got the selections from Todd, Simon, and Caleb. Let's take a look to see what the rest of our buddies like here.
Yeah, we have all the rest of the picks in here, and you see Tapiture up there for Rich Perloff. Vickers in trouble. Mike Joyce taking a long shot. The Sarge on Medal Count. You're on Intense Holiday, my friend. Boy on the honeymoon, pick Danza.
There you go, Matty going with Danza. Yeah. You see Joaquin Jaime and Dave Weaver agreeing there with Wicked Strong. Here's a look at who everybody likes to win in the run for the Roses. Dave Weaver, Wicked Strong. I'm gonna go with Intense Holiday. You're gonna go with California Chrome. Do you have a long shot?
Yeah, my long shot's gonna be Commanding Curve. At 50-1, I think a horse that's getting good at the right time. But California Chrome for me, with a clean trip, wins that Derby. We're gonna be going to the Belmont looking for a Triple Crown.
My long shot, Medal Count. Here's a look at the $1 daily double Will pays the Oaks to the Derby. California Chrome, $5.70. That's going to do it for our Kentucky Derby Handicappers preview. Thanks for joining us. For Paul LaDuca, I'm Tom Cassidy. Good luck in the run for the Roses.